Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube, regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you. As usual, I hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be here. Yesterday was wild, for those of you that were here. Definitely really fun. I enjoyed it, despite losing more games than I won. Happens. Those days are part of the journey. Had a lot more of those days than the other days, but that's... and it's what it is. When you're only playing the game for like a couple hours a week, 8-10 hours a week, and you stream all of it, your attention is split, and that's something that I sometimes have to remind myself that, it's okay. It's okay to suck for a while, and that's just all right. But anyway, it's gonna be a good day, man. If you guys haven't already, you should check out Freshen Up Energy. Use my code HOPE at checkout for 20% off your order. Truly a phenomenal product. I drink hydration before stream. It is, and this is true for outside of Freshen Up. I will say that very clearly. You should be having some format of electrolytes in your mornings before you have caffeine. And if possible, delay having caffeine for the first 2 hours of your day. The reason I say these things is from my experience and from what other people have told me that are much, much smarter. The caffeinated effect is much better when you've waited a couple hours. It allows your body to more naturally wake up and get into a normal circadian rhythm. And then your caffeine is truly just a booster instead of the minimum to get up and get moving. So definitely something I really want to encourage each of you to delay your caffeine intake and start off with electrolytes. I can tell you right now, it has made a world of difference in my day-to-day. So even if you don't use Freshen Up, which I still think you should, totally biased, but you think you should, make sure you use something. Okay, so today we aren't going to waste a bunch of time. We're going to get right into it because I want to get some additional gameplay in. I really want to get some extra games in. I think we can maybe hit Diamond 4 today, and it's not the focus, just what I think could happen if I really focus on the things that I needed to yesterday. I watched back over my 4 losses, and I was just definitely shooting the tank too much. What has happened, like, primarily, obviously there were other issues too, but like primarily I was just shooting the tank too much. So I have shifted from not ever shooting the tank in my target priority, and now it's almost like I've gone to the other extreme slightly. I'm not all the way, I'm not never shooting anything but the tank, but there were moments where I should have swapped targets after the tank was using a cooldown. The example is Roadhog. When he's using Take a Breather, I was still shooting the Take a Breather when there were like 4 of his teammates, like all basically in horrible positions trying to keep him alive. So I could have turned, killed one of them, and then when he was down to Take a Breather, he's down a cooldown, I can then push him a little bit easier. So we'll see how it goes today. Roadhog was definitely one of my biggest vices yesterday. I did notice that, so it was definitely a problem. Where did you switch your setup to? What's up, man? Welcome back. I basically, so my setup is actually behind me over here where the fan and everything is, back behind me. And all we did was just move into a different corner of the room, and we've got now a lot of space behind me, which I have wanted for a while with this camera. This camera is phenomenal. It captures things really well, but the depth is what this camera shines in, because realistically I get the same level of detail that this camera provides realistically these days out of a webcam. So this is just super satisfying for me. I love the blur in the background. It's just makes my photographer and videographer heart very happy. Hope you guys all had a good Halloween last night, by the way. Ours was kind of a flop, unfortunately. We didn't really we thought that there was a neighborhood that would work out really well, and when we went, it did not work out very well. We'll just leave it at that. Kind of creepy. My wife and I both agreed it was really creepy. We don't know why this was feeling this way, but it was definitely weird, so we did not stay long. What's up, CJP? Good morning, good morning. I got your hydrate going right now. I'm going to hydrate with caffeine, as I've already hydrated with hydration from Freshen Up Energy. Use my code HOPE at checkout for 20% off. What's up, Hermes? Good morning. Thanks for tuning in over on YouTube. I don't know if you guys can hear my son, but he's fine. I'm sure that he's being cranky this morning. He's been very, very cranky, baby. So, but he is truly fine. Derman, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I think that might be how you say it. It's either Dearman or Derman or something else completely. It's one of those things. So I've been using, many of you don't know this, because I don't talk about it a ton. I swapped to a glass mouse pad about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It was right when I came back. So I guess it's been since the 15th. It's been, we've done it for a little over 2 weeks now. And I gotta tell you, like, I did not expect to enjoy it as much as I do. It's easier to keep clean, which I think is my big thing. But it's also just smooth. The texture is nice. Like, I like this a lot. You can like cloth mouse pads. I don't care. I like glass. I didn't think I would. A Trollian, obviously. Obviously, all the allegations were real. Obviously. Shrooms Soup, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. I do appreciate it, homie. So, we're going to get into the game this morning, man. But before we do, as usual, I am going to pray for you guys, man. And I'm going to pray over myself as well. If it's not your cup of tea, maybe you're not a Christian, or you completely despise Christianity. That's okay. I respect you anyway. We don't have to agree on everything for me to have respect for you. I just pray for me, pray over the community. It helps me get my head in the right space. And it only takes 2 or 3 minutes. So if it's not something you're into, all I ask is you come back in 2 or 3 minutes. I'd appreciate it a lot. But if you're willing to stick around, I would also appreciate that as well. So I'm going to pause the music real quick, and we're going to get started. God, thank you for today. Thank you for every person who's here, regardless of their faith or their political background or personal beliefs. This world is in a crazy spot right now, and we need to set aside our differences and do our best individually to do good in the world around us. And every single one of us has the capacity and ability to do that. I ask God that you would use me as a vessel to ignite that in people. We have enough people igniting hatred. We have enough people spreading hatred, especially online. Help me to be one of those that encourages people to do something kind, even if it's something as simple as holding the door for someone when you're walking in and out of a building. Picking up a little trash off the street. These things are so basic and fundamental, but they are a change in the world. It is small, but it is a big deal. Enough people doing that, this world truly would change. There'd be less trash on the street, and manners may be actually something that we see return. God, I know that I am broken. I know that I am imperfect. I know that I screw up. I know all of these things, but I'm thankful that the Bible is very clear when you say that your strength is made perfect in our weakness. Pray that your strength would be made perfect in my weakness today. Continue to help me provide for my family. Thank you for all of the gifts and abilities you've given me to not only create content, but also to do all of the other things that I do outside of it to make sure our bills are paid, food is on the table, and a roof is over our head. I'm grateful for that. I pray you continue to provide for our family and use this vessel as someone who would reach people for you. In Jesus' name, amen. Thankful. Really thankful for you guys, man. Like I said, I understand, vast majority, not Christian. I'm okay with that. I promise you I'm okay with that. You do not have to agree with my beliefs in order to be here. That is never going to be the case. I've never made that the case. Even at my earliest stages, you will not find content of me ever saying that. You will not find some outside of content saying that. I've never believed that you have to believe what I believe to be here. Plain and simple. Wait for the game to actually capture there for you guys. Thinking. So we've got 11% rank progress in Diamond 5. We barely held on to it at the last minute yesterday for those that missed it. We had 6 games played, lost 4 of them. I know my camera's covering some of it, man. Kind of sucks. I thought about making a separate scene for things like this, but it's a thing for another day. So 6 games yesterday, 4 losses. Barely held on to Diamond. We were close to, if I remember correctly, we were close to Diamond 4 yesterday at the beginning. So we'll see what we can do. Kahuna, I appreciate it, homie. Glass is lit. I love my glass pad. Yeah, everybody's got their own opinions, but I like it for sure. Overwatch Ryan, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Absolutely, man. I consider it an honor and a privilege. Always one. For a second, I thought it was going to give it. See, like those kinds of instances, it should always, it should always go to the majority at that point. Have you ever been in Masters as a tank? No. No. Definitely not. Not yet, anyway. All right, fair enough. No Zarya. Fine, I won't play Zarya. It's a tough season to be one-tricking Zarya. I've one-tricked Zarya for like 3 seasons now. 4 seasons, maybe? And she did not get banned this much in the previous seasons. That's okay. Why do I block my teammates' names? Just because I was getting stream sniped for quite a while and decided I didn't want to give anybody any incentive to do so. What's up, Derman? How do you say your name? Many people think Zarya is too strong and they ban. That's okay, they can think what they want. I'll just continue to adapt and grow. That don't matter to me. How's it gonna help? Basically, they don't get any kind of like moments of fame. They can't be like, "Oh, this is my account, and I got on the game with Game Over Hope and through, or whatever, or played really well on the other team." Okay. Okay, we pressure him back. It's okay. Was behind me. I don't know why I thought that was. Okay. There we go. We cap point. It felt like I did for quite a while. There we go. That guy was overextended. Okay, we'll hold the corner here. Good cleanse. I'm gonna come back a little bit. Okay, good job. That's a queen trying to hook somebody off. Cover here. Are you talking my long form videos? Those are my editor. He does a phenomenal job. Make sure to tell him that in the comments, guys. He's learning to edit in his mind. I think he's doing a phenomenal job, truly. I mean, we have an ult bank that's crazy. There we go. Nice. What's up, Elegant? What brought you over to Rivals over Overwatch? Just to, like, enjoy it more for whatever reasons? Or, like, what was your specific stuff? Good morning, Matt. Why is your Curie cleansing a nade? I've been watching your YouTube for a long time, and I really aspire to be like you. You're a big inspiration for everything I do. I appreciate it. That's very kind. Halloween was it was good, I would say. My kids had a good time. It was a kind of a sketchy street. We hadn't been there before. Okay, yeah, that just got shredded. Hang on, let me focus. Okay. I thought she died, I'm not gonna lie. Should have been looking at kill feed. Their tank's kind of inting a bit, though. I thought, yeah, I have flux. We're gonna wait. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Starcrow. I've already used it more. That's a wild window. We can probably just come back here. There we go. Wait for the Curie to make a mistake and step outside. Perfect. Really solid gameplay, but I will say also that their tank was just inting the entire game. So that was weird. Yeah, expected makes a lot of sense on that one. Got any tips for a gold trying to climb? Continue to learn from your own mistakes. That's all you can do. It's true of all ranks. Have you ever taken a look at your own gameplay from 1 month or like 2 months ago and been thinking, wow, I would have played this so differently? You know, I haven't. Maybe that'd be an interesting video, like reacting to my, you know, my first tank game or something. I don't know if I was streaming on YouTube at that point, though. Either way, I think that'd be cool. Thanks, Rainier. Appreciate it. React to your old Doom VOD on Junker. Okay, listen. It's hard to apply those things now. That was a stupid joke, but I don't regret it, to be clear. Do you want to coach me? I don't offer coaching. I do like occasional VOD reviews for my patrons. It's one of their perks that they can have. I go, okay, I guess we're playing another SIG game. But the but general, and it's only if they are a lower rank than I am currently on the role they want. It's very specific because I don't pretend to know enough about the game to coach. I just know enough to be able to say like things like, hey, make sure you learn from your own mistakes. So you should react to Apply's video on you. No, I'm good. He made a great video. I thought it was hilarious. His sense of humor was really good. People took it the wrong way, I think. A lot of the would-be white knights of my audience took it the wrong way. Thought that he was being hateful. Maybe he was, and it's okay if he was. He's got to make his money somehow. And I get it. It's a business, man. There are very few content creators who are completely authentically themselves, and the ones that are typically banished from the internet. So I understand why people in the content creation space who want to do it long term and are worried about money don't. They don't say their real opinions. They virtue signal. I'm not saying Apply does all this, by the way. But they virtue signal, and they do what they can to keep their audience engaged. So I'm going to focus up here, see what we can do about winning a second game this morning. They are on Junker Queen. That's probably why they banned it. Okay. They have May as well, so we don't want to be on the other side of that choke. Okay. We're going to come back here. I'm a little too low to stay. Okay, there we go. Doing pretty well here. Salamander, thank you for the 100 biddies, homie. Appreciate it. Dang, man. Mechanics kind of failed me a bit there, but that's okay. Trying not to get ice walled and overextend. Yeah, they have swapped to Ramatra. Oh my. Yeah, we just, wow, holy, yeah, we just die here, I think. Yeah, that was a lot. Did they just use every single ult? That was a lot. May, Molten Floor, Nano. They didn't use Juno. We used 4 ults there, man. Unfortunate. I just gotta let him walk. That's my fault. I'm gonna try and walk out here. Don't want to chase that. Okay. I'm cooked. Making a lot of mistakes here, but that's okay. They're kind of starting to snowball here, so we've got to do our best to. With a big thing that they're doing very well. Don't peek that. Don't peek that. About to get walled again. Both of my supports are out, so we have to play very carefully right now. Get walled off here. I should have put my shield up. Got nanoed in. Can't hit a Juno very easily. Dude, I need help with this Juno. Ah, that was a bad flux. I got saved by my supports there. Okay. A little bit of rough gameplay for me here. Okay, we forced Molten Floor, some of it to be on the other side there. Okay, we come back a little bit here. Guy. Nanoed Ram just running at the back line there. I don't think I can get out there. That initial kill on our Ana was a big deal. We got him into OT. That's a big deal. So that flux, we were in last fight territory. My thought was just get him off the point, see if I could push it into overtime, and we did. So appreciate the suggestion, Valor. Ramsey, Sen, Alex, JC's, Fart Hole. What is with all these fart names? Serendipity and apocryphism or apocryphism. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for your follows. And Sergeant Salamander again. Thank you for those 100 biddies, man. Day's going really good, man. Yeah. So my biggest problem that first whole round was that I was shooting the wrong targets for a bit there. And again, that's what I'm working on, so I've got to work on that. Still on Ramatra. Oh, we're just all gas, no brakes. Yeah, we got one. Right. We didn't have any of our supports. Oh, they are dying a lot. Okay. Well, we won the fight, looks like. We just need to cap the point, which right now we're fighting instead of capping point. Because I don't think we're going to cap if they push at all. They aren't pushing. Yeah, the Venture's making some really good plays, like concepts, but just got blown up there. Okay, we're gonna get ice walled. See if we can make the Ventures, making them turn. Okay, we're taking really good space right now. We're going to try and enable our Venture to go in. Our Venture just kind of flipped the switch between last round and this round. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the heck happened? Last round and this round, they figured out what they were doing wrong and said, you know what? We aren't doing that anymore. Ah, I mistimed that. I'll try the accretion perk here. I missed. I got somebody. Our Ana's cooked. She's just in a bad position unless she goes up. Venture got found. We got ice wall out early. We need to get a regroup here. Play patiently. There's no need to overextend. Man, she really got out. Cut off the healing from the tank. Perfect. A lot better than the first round here. My DPS are also... I like my whole team. I actually am not going to isolate this to my DPS. My whole team is actually doing exceptionally better than first round, so well done on their parts as well. Credit where credit is due, am I right? Try and force the position there. Try and farm up another ult if I can hit a shot. No, I don't permit you to touch. Let's go. Yeah, way better second round. Way better second round. Thanks, Eden. I'm not sure how to say your name, but maybe a Pika. I always feel like a substitute teacher trying to read your Twitch names. Myarine? I don't know. Tarkal, Orisa, Sniper God, Graphy, Not Edlin, and Audio. Thanks so much for your follows. I appreciate it, guys. Good morning.
If you know what you're looking for, inquiry is unnecessary. But if you don't know, how do you inquire?
So because of my flux that forced them to get into overtime, they, like, worst case, this is a draw. Right? Am I thinking of that right? Because if they defend this, they don't win. We don't win. But we don't lose. I think it's a draw. I don't know. Okay, so I still have Torb. I don't know that we make it out of this one. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to shield off of Winton. That's stupid. Dang it. Okay, so we have my ult. And I think I don't know that they were able to farm anything. If they did, they got real close. No, we gotta regroup. Okay, we can burn cooldowns and win one fight here. Oh! Close, man. close. They almost bursted us down. Well done. Close game. Close game. I feel like despite winning that one was not my best. Like, as far as on what I'm trying to work on, my supports bailed me out quite a bit. I would just overextend. I think was a lot of my problem. Like, yes, there are other problems, but I think a lot of my problem was like overextending and like still shooting the tank too much. I think that was a lot of my problem there. Those two things combined. Yanni, what's up, homie? Thank you for the GG. I appreciate it, dude. Spawny, I don't know if that's how you say your name. I hope I got it right. And then AA Russ, thank you both for your follows on Twitch. Hope you guys are having exceptional days. The worst case was a draw, but I really wanted to win that one, and we did. So I'm really proud of that. Again, just focusing on like target priority and because I haven't had any individual Sigma coaching. I had Zarya coaching, but I haven't had Sigma coaching. It is becoming more prominent that I'm playing Sig this season. If we go by time played, way more than last season, I think. So I have 17 hours total played, and 11's on Zarya, 6 is on Sigma. So literally about a third of the hours, actually a little over a third, are played on Sig, which I don't believe was the case last season. We'll look here in a second. I think that was sorted by time, but I don't know for sure, so I don't want to speak to that. What's up, Serendipity? Hello, hello. Okay, we'll look real quick. Last season, time played. Yeah, last season, it was Orisa was my secondary. I played 13 hours on Zar, 2 on Orisa. So, like, the ratio was completely different last season. Zarya is getting banned way more this season. So, which I don't think she got, like, ridiculously stronger this season, but I could be dead wrong on that. On Watchpoint, I don't want to play Winton. I don't want to see Winton played. Yeah. Are we sure? Everybody get on your tinfoil hats. I know Zarya gets banned a lot. I get it, like 60% of the time. This has been 3 out of 3 games, and this one's on Watchpoint. Come on. That's hilarious, man. They're afraid of my Zarya. They can't handle it. All right, more Sig gameplay. You got it. Coming right up. Because either it's someone who knows. No, we banned Winton. I banned Winton because I planned on playing Zarya. But my other gut is that they're probably gonna play Diva or Junker Queen. Is my gut. If they come out on either of those heroes, it makes sense why they banned Zarya. Not that I agree, but yeah, Hazard. Nah, Hazard all day long can function without. Forced position, a little too low. Okay. They are pushing point for free right now. Okay, their Mercy's out. They have a tray back there somewhere, I think. Okay. Nope. Went in too deep, almost died for it. Okay, they got the tank out, but they're gonna get rezzed. I don't know that rally was a good idea here. I'm cooked. No, that's crazy. So I think I'm doing okay with target priority. Maybe not the best, but okay. They could Tsunade. I am staying back here too long. I thought she didn't have any blinks left. Okay. Wait, did Kiri TP out? It sounded like a TP in for a second. I really don't know my way around. We're gonna have to stay over here for now, because by the time I get around where I was hoping to get to, I knew he would do that. Becoming a little predictable. Great. Great job for sure. Oh, we're just not gonna touch, Lou? Thought. Yeah, all right. Tarbap dies for touch now. Okay. Rank's been good, honestly. My gameplay has been a little lacking in this game, but we are just getting ran down. Yep, right there. Fair and balanced hero. True, 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 true. True, Austin, true. Wow. I thought I ate that. I'm cooked. Nice. Nice pulse, Trey. Nice pulse. I don't like having the record up. It just lets me focus too much on it. We have beat. Theoretically, he uses it. She cleanses the perfect. Pigs were that's crazy. I gotta say, I felt really good about that play. The shield above to hold myself from getting grounded. I'm glad you did. I whatever, Austin, get out of here. Oh. FYI, for those that are curious about the charity bit, as far as like me making sure that I provide 10% of my revenue for last month, it goes to Gamers Outreach. Several of the platforms take a day or two to finalize, so I will share the finalized amount that I'll be sending to the organization once I get paid for it. Everything's on a delay, so obviously I'll need to wait until I actually receive all of the revenue, but once I receive it, I do pay it out, and I will make sure I show receipts. It's important to me. If I'm going to advertise, I'm going to do something like that, you guys need to see it. So,
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Cloudy, hello. Thanks for tuning in over on YouTube, my friend.
Let's finish this quickly.
Just not into Stadium. I think it's cool, but it's not my favorite thing. Yeah, good game so far, for sure. Hey, Reaper? I mean... It's okay that we die here. We got a lot of push. We took a ton of space there. I don't mind dying. That was... They literally just let us walk it all the way up to that point. So now we can try and take some space up top, and it'll just take one more fight win. Okay, so we are unfortunately staggering instead of realizing your team is still coming back from spawn. So that's okay. Bro, I really need this to... We need to chill. We really need to chill out a little bit here. Okay. Okay, Kiri, come back down. getting double pocketed. I die here. Why did we Kitsune? Why did we Kitsune? What was that? Why? It was like this desperation call, man. I need my teammates to stop like running straight in, dude. This is a problem. Oh my gosh. They're running straight in. I don't know what to do with that. Guys. Guys. There we go. Where's the Mercy, though? Yep, getting a res. Oh, nope. Someone stopped it. Beautiful. That was like a weird situation. I wasn't trying to tell him I need healing. That was toxic. Okay, we got the point. All right, I'm gonna walk forward here. Reaper is just aura farming. Don't worry about him. Yeah, they do have their tank back up now, so we probably need to back up. Do you have any way to take me out of my... We need to bait out cleanse. Okay. No way I let that happen. Oh man, I should have killed the Mercy. My fault. Bless you, babe. Okay, let's see. Trying to spread out a bit. And we just used B. I mean, there's truly not much I can do here. I mean, there's just truly not much I can do. I need this team to stop staggering so badly. I actually don't understand why we... Yeah, it's GG. There's not much we can do when your team is just running in like that. I played really well, so I'm going to take that one in, on the chin here. Our Hanzo got the touch. I don't think he lives that. Tried. Man, really unfortunate. What, like, seriously, that game was just, the team was running in and dying constantly. We couldn't get a grouped up team fight, so. I feel like I played that one really well with my goals, so I'm just gonna move on. Freholbe, Katashiba, maybe? Katashiba. Ainsley, I just went on you, it's hilarious. Sacred Legacy, thanks for the follows, I appreciate it. Do I ever play a good tank like Orisa? Do you actually not think that Sig is a good tank? Like, unironically? Or are you just doing that because your name is Orisa Sniper God? I'm just wondering. True, Austin, true. I just don't think the Hanzo was the play with a hazard, but I'm just a gold player. What do I know? It really wasn't like hero picks was not it. Like, seriously, we could review that one and we could see my mistakes. There are plenty of them. I always make sure I'm clear on that. I just think that when you have those kinds of games, you do have to acknowledge that all four of my teammates were just running in one after another and dying before the team fight. So, the one thing that I would acknowledge too, like, that maybe was a mistake, I'd be open to it being a mistake, was me pushing the cart on attack all the way to the first, like, it was almost all the way to first point, so it was a good idea, and because the other team was so focused on getting kills, I thought maybe we'd get away with it, but I think the idea was good, it just didn't work out. That's kind of my conclusion on that one. But yeah, it is what it is, man. We are going to cancel the queue real quick here. I am going to avoid the teammates we had because I don't think they were throwing. I don't think this is an intentional thing. But I don't want to match with them again. If they're going to play like that, I don't need that. A lot of the time, AFKing, sitting back, and going full babysit mode until you have 5 is a smart idea. Yeah, that's kind of what I tried to do. But then, like, as we would get, like, 3, 2 of my teammates would run it down. Like, seriously, this is what... like, just go back and watch it. That's literally what happened. This isn't, like, a deflection thing. I think I played very well that game. And the things that I'm working on, I did well. You know? So, I'm pretty proud of that game, despite the fact that it was a loss. That one was one that I can genuinely and unironically just chalk up and move on. How many hours do I have in comp? I think like 8:30 or something, maybe. Bro needs to stop blaming and take accountability. So, like, on the other games that you were here for, because I know you've been here for the rest of the stream, did you not, like, hear me acknowledge my mistakes? Because it happened a lot. I already acknowledged a mistake from that one, too. But I know why we lost it. This is the 4th game in a row that Zarya has been banned. Starting to get weird, man. Starting to get weird, dude. Yeah, Ainsley, I can share. Remind me after this game. I don't mind to share the code public, yeah. What mistakes am I working on right now? So, primarily, I've been trying to work on a Zarya cooldown rotation, but I haven't been able to get one Zarya game in this morning because just weirdly, 4 out of 4 games she's been banned. Very strange. Even on maps where she doesn't make sense to play. Very strange. But the other part, and the thing that I can work on even when I'm playing Sig, is shooting the right targets. So, like, for a while, my target priority just threw out tank completely. Now, it's shifted after some coaching to realize that I do need to shoot the tank sometimes. It's very situational, but generally, if the tank is putting pressure on your team, shoot the tank, force them back. She really is not that common, guys. When I don't play on stream, she doesn't get banned that much. Not this much, especially. See, like here, we just walk on the back line here. Take point. I'm part of Rank Up Academy, yeah. So Lies is my my coach right now. And actually, I just realized I never sent him anything yesterday, which was my fault. Completely forgot. I almost overextended and died for it there. I definitely overextended. I almost died for it. Yep, we'll just leave that. I'm gonna keep coming back here. Okay, good. Miss Soldier just got a couple kills, huh? I feel like I played that world class, I'm not gonna lie. Third world class, maybe, yeah, true. True. Appreciate you keeping me humble. Austin, no, I did not. Is that a sad thing? Because you were just laughing. I don't know if this is gonna be like a hilarious thing you're gonna share with what? Most. Oh, okay, never mind. I see. Oh boy. Why did we desperately throw cleanse? Might be cooked. Oh. I thought she just faded. I really thought she just faded. I'm gonna try and kite that out. Yeah. Okay. My teammate's getting pressured by the tank a lot. Maybe I'm letting them walk. Okay. Great nano from our Ana. I'm gonna try and farm up an ult here. Okay. Wow. I mean. GG. Like, what? Huh? Crazy. That's all right. We keep trying, man. This is a tough one. Team is getting ran over. Maybe I'm overextending and I'm just not close enough to react. This one's one that we can probably review. Even if we win it, which I still think is possible. Yeah, this one's one I think would be worth reviewing. Favorite tank is our Sig, for sure. In that order.
We've reached the final stage. Such immense pressure.
I need to quit rushing my rock. Where's my team? Coming in from spawn. We don't have any support right at the moment, so we have to play a lot more cautiously at the moment. Okay, our supports are here now. They're positioned behind. Okay, good. We got cleanse out. Why did we bomb? Yeah, we should have weaved. That's true. True. My bad. I'm gonna die for this. My fault. Dying after their tank is a big problem.
It seems I lost my balance. Hello there.
Good pick. Great pick, Anna. Well done. That's actually big. That Moira out, we win. They're gonna keep shooting the tank though. Got the Moira out. They might be able to turn that if they just all focus the hazard. Golly. My DPS stepped it up the last minute there. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm definitely gonna endorse them and avoid the supports. Oh, I need a second after that one. Holy cow. I think a lot of the reason that I made it too close on that one was rushing my fluxes and rocks. Like, I'd have it and see an opportunity, like, notice. It was almost like a panic. Like, I would panic going, oh, we're going to lose the fight. I got to do something. And then I just pop ult or pop rock. Pop rock. That's funny. Anyway. And then we'd win the fight. Or we'd lose the fight anyway because I rushed either the cooldown or the ultimate. I think that was a lot of the problem that round. I think that what I'm trying to work on right now was doing fine. Like, target priority. Even, like, I would say my cooldown rotations looked really good there. I mean, my positioning was kind of cheese. Because I was, like, standing in the open and having to bounce around my shield because of it. My head's in the light. Yeah, see? It's the light, bro. See, the light hits my head and my brain gets bigger. Anyway, all seriousness. I am going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'm going to take care of the freaking window. And then I'll be back as well. Give me just a couple minutes, guys. Come on, you guys. Is that real? Is that real? I walk away and that's what you guys talk about, bro? Okay. Okay, you guys. I see. I understand Austin doing that, but Valor, come on. Come on, Valor. No, I have no idea what commercial you're talking about. No. Yeah, I'll play some Coliseum. By the way, I don't know how to say your name. It's in a foreign language. Please forgive me, but thank you for your follow. Shockwave Adam, Striker31, poopy character, and Drazuo. Thank you, Drazuo, maybe. Thank you so much for your follows. I really do appreciate it. No, I've not seen that, Austin, to be honest. What type of maps do I like the most? I just like maps that don't have a lot of high ground, because it is a lot easier for both of my heroes that I play. But, you know, I also appreciate the challenge of high ground maps. I really wouldn't say there's, like, a type of map that I enjoy the most. I would say there is... a couple of maps I just strongly dislike. Five games in a row getting Zarya banned. Are we sure? Are we sure? At least this map makes sense for her to be banned. Anywho, type of maps, it's not a thing, but I do really strongly dislike Havana. And there's another map. Oh, and Numbani, both.
Why seek answers when we do not know?
Oh my gosh, Austin, that's crazy.
Not all of us are scientists, but that's no reason to be
Thanks for the follow me. Obviously, I can't read your name. But hey, even despite, you know, suspecting that I'm getting sniped, playing really well. So I don't care. I really don't. It's fine. Good luck, Austin. Godspeed, sir. I heard Doom. Lucio. Yep. Okay. Let me charge up his punch a bit. Tracer. Get ice wall if I'm not careful. Oh, we just charged the crap out of that punch. Missed. That's okay. Okay. Put pressure on the back line here. Yeah, I got three teammates looking at the freaking Doomfist. I was way delayed on that one. I would get punched back in. Okay. May down. Got a bomb on point. Trying. So is my team. No, I'm telling you, they banned Zarya because they're watching the stream. It is what it is. That is what's been happening this morning. And you can disagree with me all you want, and that is okay. You just don't ban Zarya on maps like this. Or on games like this often. Okay, their Mei is out. Okay. Okay. They're all turned around at the moment. Dang it. Okay, we got that. Dude, this Brig cannot stop a pulse to save her life or anybody else's. We're gonna try and back out. I'm gonna stay in this closed space. I thought if you got on the other side of his shield, it would work. No. Trying not to get punched off the map here. I mean, truly, I don't know what to do here. I truly don't know what to do here. Micah, I'm going to completely disagree with you. It's okay that you think that, but I am completely on the opposite end of where you're at. This Doom is also not in this elo. He's not. His cooldown rotations are better than this elo. That was an accidental button push, I'm not going to lie. I just like short-circuited and tried to hit shift and instead I hit Q. Oh well, my mistake.
That was not the expected result.
Out of main. Crap. Can't hit a rock. Also kind of a rush. I actually don't know what I'm meant to be doing here. I really don't know. I really don't know. This is a tough one. They're Doom and Tracer. I'm wondering if they're duoed. Because they're playing really well together. If they aren't, I'm impressed. Yep, we just instantly charged up Doom Punch. Nope. Now he gets... Okay. It was last fight territory. You either do something or you don't. Let's see. Yeah, that's an alt all day long. It is what it is. We can move on to the next. Not much you can do. We tried our best, and we just got ran over. I mean, it was one of those things that I feel like we did okay with the target priority. The problem became they all were running it down into our backline with the exception of Ana and Mei. So in hindsight, what I could have done better is when the Tracer Lucio Doom ran on my backline, first of all, I needed to pressure them before that dive to see if I could prevent it in the first place. But saying that they did, I should have used my shield to push forward into the Mei Ana and at least force them to be out of the fight, because that's probably my best case scenario. Because I'm winning a 1v2 in that situation, my team's trying to win a 4v3, and I think that would have been good. Yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to get away from Havana. Havana's a terrible map. Honestly, voting for it is like a huge red flag. Could you show the codes of the last two games? Yeah. I don't know if I can while I'm here. Can I? No, I can't. You're gonna have to remind me. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Okay, Micah. I can tell you why I completely disagree with that on a factual basis in just a minute. Because there is actually a substantial reason for it. The majority of the player base and the majority of accounts are in the gold plat lobby range, right? So we aren't playing with gold players. That we haven't seen that all day long. But platinum and gold are where the majority of the lobby exists, right? So actually having an account in that elo is not at all impossible. In fact, it's the most likely and easiest to stream snipe. See, also the easiest to get a Smurf account into if you know what you're doing. So, I just disagree. That many bans, it took, what was that, 5 games? Was it 5 games we played, and all of them, this is our first one where Zarya wasn't banned? I'm not buying it. Her ban rate's high, but it's not, whatever, 5 out of 6, you know? And also, have they actually released public ban rates? Zarya never gets banned when I am off stream. I'm serious. It's like 1 out of every 5 games. I promise you it's 1 every 5 games. So, I think I am just going to finally have to cave and do the thing I've talked about doing for forever and just record a session. Like, just straight up a full session. And off stream, offline, just make sure no one knows that I'm doing it. When I'm doing it, get on, play my best, and show the difference, because there is a difference. It's crazy, the difference. But either way, we go forward, we do our best. We can finally work on the Zarya specific thing. These first 2 bubbles are going to be for charge. So once we get a little bit more, we get a little more Engie. Come on. Yeah, let me break your shield. Okay, only got a little bit of charge there, that's okay. Got bonked. Okay, those first 2 are not great because I didn't get an auto charge. Okay. Game. Wow. And it was just at the right time for us to still have to play it. Yeah, we're down to support. Other support's playing Lou. It's going to be a tough one. First two are for charge. I don't have the ability to go too far forward here, just trying to force some of the space while we can. Grab the Mega. Why do you think that, Sky? I'm curious. I'm way too low. We're gonna have to back out. Okay, we are way too low on bubbles, so we're gonna actually back off here. Not letting you get that. Yeah. We were winning. We were winning.
Particle cannon online.
Who was the first one to leave? They've played next to no hours this season. They're a sport player. You have to understand, you get disconnected for AFK a lot faster. Am I wrong on that? If you're AFK, like if you're truly just standing, because if I leave that one, we don't get the code for it, right? Let me look. Yeah, it didn't give us the code for it. I would love to have reviewed where that support was. I think that was somebody who threw the game, and I really do mean that. We were winning a 4v5 and the other three left too, which I thought was odd, but that's not totally abnormal. But that first one leaving exactly the moment that it would force us to play the game and not just requeue it, that's just super suspicious to me, man. I know that a lot of you guys think I'm putting on tinfoil hat, but like, there is a very loud small portion of this community that truly hates me. And I don't know why. I don't know why. But I do think that that's a lot of what we're running into. So I need a second. We're going to play another game. But I do need a second. Because I am frustrated. And yeah. Give me just a minute. It is the most populated, by the way, Micah. I get that. But it is bright and early in the morning on a Saturday after Halloween. I'm willing to bet this is the best time for them to do it because the population density is lower. There's a lot less people queuing right now. A lot less people. Guaranteed. At least in the servers that I'm playing on, right? Because of the time of the day it is. So while I agree with you on paper, you have to also consider the fact that quite a few less of them won't be on this morning. And mornings in general are that way. You have a lot less people playing in the mornings than you do in the evenings. If it was a Saturday night, yeah, I completely would agree with you. Honest to God, I would. If I was still queuing in the evenings, I would completely and totally agree with you and move on with my life. But there's not a whole ton that I can agree with there, you know? So I just need to give myself another couple minutes, man. I'm gonna grab some codes and stuff for somebody that was asking for it. So it was, I can't even remember. Last two games prior to that one. Okay. We'll do the last two losses too. So we'll do. Oh, we can see the replay for Junkertown. We may actually look at that in a minute. I'm curious to see what that support was doing. But let me take care of the codes really quick. I need to send this person. Wait, which map was that? Colosseo. I already forgot what map that was. Gibraltar, yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull up and set up a VOD review real quick for that last game. If they were moving around in spawn, so they picked the hero. I'm looking at the wrong. Yeah, they did pick the hero. They moved around in spawn. I will show in a second, by the way. I'm just looking to see if I'm right. If everything is fine. Kind of messing around. We're still in spawn, by the way. It's about to start. They sit at the top of spawn. Guys, what's the time that... Do you guys know when it is that you are forced to play a game? Like, how long? Do you understand what I'm asking? Like, is it 20 seconds into the game? After 20 seconds, you have to play the game? Is it 15? Do you guys know? I don't know what the number is on that. I could try and find it, but I imagine some of you probably know. There's an exact number. I don't think it's... I don't think there's a range. I think it's an exact number. It might depend on the game mode. That might be true. I don't know. I think it's if you do damage. If you move. Pretty sure if you do damage. So it's not a time, according to... If you do damage and then like the first minute. Okay. I'm gonna look. There's got to be a rule set for it. I'd be curious to see what it is. Overwatch to lever game reset. I think they're actually... Oh, it's a, they're showing the lever penalties. There's a time as well, but it doesn't matter. Are you not going to play? Oh, I'm going to play one more. I promised I would. Yeah, all I'm going to say is it's weird, okay? I'll let you guys be the determiners of this, but I think this is weird. So we'll back up into spawn. You guys need to be able to hear the game. Sorry, guys. We are currently 5 seconds in. Right here, we start the timer. I'm willing to bet, I didn't actually look. I'm willing to bet that this person disconnects within 5 seconds because they're waiting for the countdown. This person did choose to leave the game. That's my gut. We'll see if I'm right. Six seconds. And with it being that close, that's probably exactly what it was. This person, whether it was for all innocent reasons, and this is just a coincidence, but the one time Zarya is not banned today, I have a lever. That is super weird to me. It just is. We are going to play one more game. I promised you we would. You guys can look at these codes, by the way, if you want to. Feel free. These are the other codes that I sent to the person who asked. They actually DM'd me on Discord, so I just sent them. I don't care if you guys want to see them. That didn't bother me at all. You're welcome to look over them. So. I'm just saying, like, I understand that a lot of you guys really do think that I'm just strapping on a tinfoil hat, or maybe that I'm thinking about it too much. But can I explain to you really briefly? I'm going to take 2 minutes and explain this. Because I'm not angry right now. This is a calm, cool, and collected explanation of why I think this is happening. And not like the core of their motive. I don't understand their motive at all, and I don't need to. The reason I believe this is happening is because when I am off stream, when people don't know I'm gaming, I don't see nearly as many Zarya bans. Nearly as many. It is disproportionately fewer. I also have decent teammates way more often. I think you do get sniped, but the more attention you give it, the more will happen. Sure, and I could understand that argument too. But like hear me out for a second, okay? I want to show you guys that this is the community that is bred right now, that I'm trying to make a difference in. Smurfs happen for every person who queues. Every single person. We all deal with it. Even before anybody even knew who I was. I dealt with Smurfs. It's a thing. But they were very rare. It's like 1 in every 15 to 20 games that there were glaringly obvious Smurfs on the other team. So I just chalked that up. You move on, right? The reason that I'm bringing it up is because the rate at which it happens now, especially in the last like week or two, I've noticed, is very odd. It's very odd. I'm still playing really well. So, regardless of losing SR, etc., it's fine. So I'm not angry with these people. That's what I really want to make sure I'm very clear on. But the reason I give it the attention that I do is not because I want to whine about it. Not because I need attention from it. A lot of people have said that in my comment section. Not because I'm trying to cope. I am the reason I'm not ranking up. Straight up. The reason that I spend time on it is not so that I can deflect the responsibility of my wins onto my teammates. The reason I bring it up is to expose the community that is there. This is not the majority. I would say this is less than 40, probably less than 20% of the community. Probably less than 10%. But these groups, largely, Saturdays are different because Saturdays most people have off from their, employment or schooling. But the rest of the week, at 8 a.m., weird. Unemployed, or happens to have a gap. Good for them. I don't think they're planning their whole lives around it, by the way. I'm just saying that they have the opportunity, so they use it. I'm not that narcissistic to think that people plan their whole lives around stream sniping me. It's not at all what I'm getting at. I want to make sure I'm very, very clear on that. I just think that there is a disproportionate difference. And I think, yeah, Zarya has a 59% ban rate. Sure. Yeah, and that's, where is that information public? Can I ask you that? Because everybody's been quoting these percentages and they're different. So I'm wondering where this is that you're seeing it. Because if there's a place that's official that says that, I'm happy to look at it. I still am going to play one more game, guys. If it takes me a little bit longer, it takes me a little bit longer. I do have a little bit more time today. It's okay. Yep. Do you only solo queue, or are you willing to duo? I'd solo queue. It makes me the common denominator of my losses and wins, so it makes me know whether or not I'm playing well. Yeah, so May is completely different. If the link that you're sharing is when they released it, and I believe it was in either a developer blog or a director's take, I don't remember which it was, that information is too outdated to still be relevant. Because I believe that same one is where it showed that this was like right off the rip when hero bans were released, and Sombra was still like 80% bans or something. Sombra's not banned nearly that much now. And she was banned highly then too. But again, it could be more now. Okay, Overwatch 2 ban rates was the third article. All right, do a little Googling. Yeah, no worries, Ainsley. I appreciate your willingness to help, man. So it was article. Okay, Overwatch 2 ban rates is what you searched. He said September 25th. I literally do not see this. Sombra is not permaban below plat. So the last thing that I have seen, excuse me, can't speak apparently, seen. Zarya is very high banned. It was like 60% when we last had it. Right? Across all the ranks, Zarya was disproportionately banned. Okay? Esports, it's not official. That's where I would argue with you on that. Esports released something on September 7th. They literally, the headline says, all Overwatch hero ban rates, not as recent, but still official. It is literally citing May's data. So, here's my counter argument to all that. We all, like, I forget what the term is. There's an effect that we all experience where, like, if you buy a certain kind of car, right, or you think about a certain type of car, you're going to notice it more in public. Does that mean there are more of them? No, it just means that there's a term for it. Some of you may know what the term is. But you become biased to seeing it in your brain, right? So if you really despise a hero, or you really want to play a hero, you're going to notice when that hero gets banned more often, or when they don't, when you hate the hero. And for instance, I love Zarya. When she gets banned, I feel that a little bit differently, right? Try to be conscious of that. And the advantage I have is that all of my stuff is streamed, so you guys can actually run the statistics yourself if you want. But I've played 6 games today? 5 that I actually played. Zarya was banned in every single one. That's 100% ban rate in 5 games. If we looked over the course of this week and shared how many times she was banned in my games, holy cow, what in the world? Is the window open? Oh. Sorry, someone's doing some yard work. Sorry. 'Cause I just can't you force double tank ban if you want to force Zar? We could try. That sounds very possible when you play what is the current top 3 rank. Not sure I understand what you mean. Yep, I use streamer mode and Q delay. Oh, a top 3 tank. You're saying Zarya is a top 3 tank, and in your mind, it's very possible that she's rarely does one team ever get to choose both tank bans. I agree. Yeah, and I think so. This is the problem: is right now we don't have a lot of data on this, and so I don't know that I'm going to be able to ever really confirm this without bias. But neither are you. That's why whenever I say these things, and I want to make sure I'm clear on this, whenever I bring these things up, I don't say it's 100% certain. I know it for a fact. I posted a video to that effect because in that game, it was very clear. We had several games where people said something stupid that indicated they were stream sniping in the same games as Zarya was banned. It is very, very, very clear that I do get stream sniped. Now, is it every game? I don't know. I'm not saying it is even. I am saying it is very strange that 5 out of 5 games I played today, Zarya was banned. And what was more odd, what is more odd is that Watchpoint Gibraltar, they banned Zarya. That was one of those 5 bans. So I guess my point with this is that, yeah, it probably is a combo of the meta, because I would say my gut says Zarya is probably banned. If we look at just like the whole of Overwatch, she's probably still banned 50% or higher. I would argue that, because I do agree that from an objective standpoint, she comes across as a noob stopper. She does. She's a really strong DPS in a lot of people's minds, and I can see why that's the case. But 50% doesn't justify the 70 to 80% of the time that I experience. That doesn't make any sense. Especially when it's in the mornings and there's less people queuing. So it should be at least bearing out the same data, not different. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The likelihood is high, Stormy, right? Because of the fact that she's considered meta. So, that's where we're at. We are still going to play a game. I promised you we would. So we're going to. And the stream snipers be damned. They're good. They can do what they want to do. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to climb. I'm still going to grow. I'm still going to learn. Zarya having a low pick rate does not necessarily indicate that. You could make that argument for sure, but I don't know that that's a fair thing to assume. I'm going to use the restroom real quick before we get started. Give me just a minute. Can you really say that it's 70 to 80% when you haven't checked every single game over a lot of games? Not just, that's why I said I think before that, because I don't know. You're absolutely right. That's a fair call out, right? It's a very fair call out. But that's why I said I think at the beginning. What's up, homie? Play 2. Why do I feel like you play a lot of Bastion? Am I remembering the right person here? Am I thinking the right person? Fairly certain you do. Yeah, I've seen some of your Bastion clips. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call you Play 2, by the way. I know that's Play-Doh. When you hit level 20 with Sigma, you unlock a new perk that gives you Zara bubble, so it's all calm. Wait, what? Huh? What are you on about? Appreciate the compliment on the beard, though, by the way. I mean, I wasn't trying to breeze past that. I think I was just watching the Twitch clips of the week, one of the more recent ones, and I saw you. It's not ready to queue yet, man. Sorry, I'm really frustrated at that, man. Just that whole thing is ridiculous. Like, having to deal with that, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Infuriating. Yeah, yours is the strongest argument purely because there are no stats. If there were stats, we could use them to back it up, right? By the way, I lied. It was cute the whole time. I think that, like, if stats were, they do need the release ban. And I think that would be relatively simple, I would think, to set up once and then have it go. But I don't know. Just the Zarya bans? Yeah, so 5 out of 5 games, we had Zarya banned. I played a game at Junkertown, didn't have Zarya banned, and have someone who I strongly suspect left the game right at the right moment. They did a little damage, they did a little healing, stood still for 6 seconds after 30 seconds in, and left the game. And then after that, even though we were actually playing really well on attack, the other 3 teammates left. I won't speak to them as much. I might leave a game like that too, I get it, but... Doesn't matter. We're gonna try and win this one. That's all that matters. So with Zarya, we're working on a bubble in the half. Okay, they have a Doom. Didn't bubble in time there. My fault. I was not trying to bubble this person. Yeah, and that's fine if you feel like that's hard. That's okay. Like, Reinhardt, you're here all the time, man. I don't see you as being disrespectful. Immediate counter swap, easy peasy. Okay, we're down to 1 bubble, not 1.5. Yep, he just lives. Okay. A little late on that. That's okay. He missed. Okay, got bopped in. No big deal. Yep, bad grab. You have to own those when you have them. It's okay. When I heard the Genji go into the back there, that was my opportunity to turn around and help my team, not to try and solo grab the Lucio and beat. That was a bad play. We blocked Shatter. He has no more shield. Kept pressure on the Rhine, broke his shield, forced him out of position. Unfortunate. Okay, that's all right. Come on out of there. I might get out here, actually. Yeah, good.
It's about to get real. It's about to get real.
Why Zarya into Rhine? It's working. The Zarya or the Rhine player doesn't know how to play Rhine. They swapped to Rhine, if I'm not mistaken, right? Why do I pick jump ups instead of the other perk? When someone tries to counter swap, they usually stay on Rhine just hoping for the best. And I have found that I can use my jump up perk pretty consistently to dodge pin, to take a better position on a Reinhardt. So that's all. Thanks, Ainsley. I appreciate it, homie. All right, here we go. Will Zarya work versus Rhine in the Master Lobby if you know how to play your Zarya better than they know how to play their Rhine? Yes. Yeah, they are on Hazard. Okay. A lot of charge, but we don't have a lot of utility to stay in the fight here. He's very killable. There we go. Take point. Do you feel Ramatra counters Zarya too? Can. Mostly wind. See? Okay, we have to back up a bit. Bubbles are low. He has no shield. It's actually not who I was trying to bubble there. Like I said, Zarya into Rhine can work. Particularly in these elos. Then we're going to back out. Get to a bubble and a half. I'll try and farm up an ult here. 22 and 1 right now with 9,400 damage. Okay, he's probably got Shatter at this point, even as like little as he's done. It's very possible. I don't think I lived that there, but that's okay. They are using a lot of ultimates, but so are we. We used several, but we held 82%. I do think that we win this. They played a really good play. I probably should have been shooting someone other than the Rhine when they pushed in. That was my mistake. Nice. Nice, easy charge. Yep, 40 charge right there. Now we just gotta wait for bubbles. He's looking for Shatter, I feel like. Yep. Yep, pin. Yep, pin. It's okay. Good play from them. They use 2 ults. We can come back. Yeah, the sustaining your energy with the other minor perk is definitely a big deal. But I chose knock up, or whatever. Knockback perk, so. Okay, we want to come in here and get charge. They are just feeding me the charge. I have 67 charge here. We gotta wait for bubbles. Bad bubble. Now we just need to help our Kiri get her ult farmed up. We'll get charged before the fight. Okay. They're going to touch, but if we can hold back the rest of their team. We cannot. Sit. These are great shots. Wow, great shots. Our Ashe was kind of goated. Dang. Well played to the Ashe there. That was a great play. That's a very great play. All right, so what are our wins? I think we won maybe one more than we lost today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 2 losses. Actually, because that other one counted as a loss. Kind of a ridiculous thing, but that's okay. Yeah. I mean, we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on Sigma. The one time that Zarya wasn't banned is when no one knew I was queuing. I understand that you guys think that this is a tinfoil hat thing, but it just keeps it. The big thing is, like, it's just weird. I am not saying for sure. I'm just saying it's weird. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It is very weird. I'll let you guys decide what you want to think about it. I don't need to decide for you. You guys are big. You guys are great grown-up people. You can make your own decisions. Glitchworm, Internet Person 3, Eric, maybe? Exterminator, or Exterminator? I'm not sure. Exterminator. I'm really not sure how to say your name. ZZ Rot, J Dizzy, Pib. I'm going to call you Pib. Rin, maybe. Only Ducks, RKBA, or RKB. Wow. Okay, let's just slow down and try it again. RKB Aquarium, Flying Badger, and Icy Wrist. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it a lot. You think you should save bubbles to engage? Yeah, so that's part of what I'm working on. But those first 2 bubbles are for charge. Right? Those first 2 bubbles are for charge. If I have good charge, I should be able to use that charge to hold the angle I'm on until I get a bubble and a half, and then engage, use the bubble when I need to. Sometimes I'm using it preemptively while I'm engaging. That's a problem. And then I should have another one to walk back. So, how dare you think I'm my own person with my own thoughts? Shame on you, Gamage. Shame on... I know. I'm sorry. I forget that everybody lets the internet do their thinking for them this day. That's my bad, dude. I'm just a boomer. I don't know what's going on in this world. Sometimes you need to wait like 15 extra seconds to engage. Are you saying... I guess I'm not understanding what you're saying. I'm assuming you're saying that those first 2 bubbles that I use to get charged are a problem. Is that what you're saying? Let's just... Yes or no. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I completely disagree with you. That's okay. We don't have to agree. That's literally every coach ever has said those first 2 bubbles need to be get charged. Yeah. I'm really proud of today, guys. I appreciate your thoughts, SA, and I'll just kind of move on. You're welcome to feel as you do. I'm offended now. Also unsubbing can't be subbed to someone who thinks I'm my own person. I know, gas. So, well, hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Genuinely, I appreciate it. I did my best not to tilt today. I definitely was frustrated. But I really do believe it. The more I see it, the more I'm convinced that this is what's happening. Not 100% of the time, but maybe, 60 to 70% of my games, I feel like I end up with this. It's my opinion. Take that for what it's worth. Take that for what it's worth. That's just my opinion, and you guys can develop your own. So, but that is the last one for me. Thank you guys for allowing me the grace to speak into that and do my best to do it in a way that was respectful, despite the fact that it's a tough topic and some people think I shouldn't even talk about it. So if you are over on YouTube, I'm going to kill the stream there, but over on Twitch, we are going to do a raid. So YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Let's catch you next week.